Hello and welcome to the ASG podcast. I am your parent host Storm, and with me today, as always, is Rivaldi,
Hello.
Bubbles,
Hello.
his gay husband Fubs,
Sorry, were we talking about something again?
Frith,
Hello.
May,
Hello.
and Scott.
Hello.
A bit crowded in here tonight. So speaking of Scott, actually, it has recently come to my attention that Scott's girlfriend listens to these rather.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Everyone say hello to Mrs. Scotsman.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Scott's girlfriend.
Hello, Scott's
there we
waifu.
Scott, you're going to get laid for that. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Us celebrities just giving a shout out, you know?
Okay.
So everyone's waiting for this. Obviously, we specialize in. Let's talk about sports.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
This will be
Any
brief.
of you ever get into a sport?
Define get into.
Like do it and actively, like more than once?
I used to play soccer when I was younger.
Same here.
I
played
think the only sport I really played with some frequency as a kid was baseball.
I played basketball one year. Hated it.
I didn't do sports.
I tried plenty of them. I tried football, got hit in the face with the ball. Tried baseball, got hit in the face with the ball. Tried soccer, got hit in the face with the ball.
Tried other sports, got hit in the face with the ball.
So you got hit in the face with balls, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. The only one that I didn't was bowling, and even then I came close once.
Oh, actually, I used to be in a bowling league. As
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah.
Bowling's a nice, fun sport. I think it's pretty easy to get into.
Rivaldi,
It
was
is.
your nickname Malachi?
No.
Eh,
What about
nobody
like
gets reference.
vehicular sports? Didn't you do like ATVs or something like that?
Well, I do snowmobiling, but not as a sport. I just
You didn't, like race
consider-
or anything?
no.
Yeah, nobody's got any sports stories then. Maybe you got hit in the face with a ball once?
I hit
Oh,
someone
I've
in the
hit-
throat with a tennis ball.
Oh my. I'm not surprised actually coming from you.
What?
Well, you're a
Oh.
pretty violent person, Scott.
Rivaldi, how many times?
Yes,
how
I'm
many years
violent.
did you play soccer?
A bunch.
Did
Pretty
you ever-
much about up to high school, and then it was like, oh, it's getting serious. I'm out.
Did you ever have the distinct, lasting, non-joyous fun of getting hit in the balls with a ball?
No.
Ah, you lucky son of a bitch.
I remember I tried skateboarding once.
How'd that work
And,
out for you?
Well, I stopped when I had like I understood like you're gonna have accidents and such. Like I fell off the board a lot, and I was actually doing okay at it. Like I wore my knee pads, my helmet, and all. I fell off, and it was okay because I was wearing protection stuff. But I stopped when I got into an accident that you can't protect yourself from, where I was going a bit too fast, and I kind of wanted to ditch. So I stepped one foot off the board, but the other foot kept going with the board, and I did a split. And me doing a split is not a good thing, given my size. So yeah, I didn't skateboard after that.
I guess another sport that I actively do now is downhill mountain biking.
Wow, that sounds dangerous, actually.
Oh, well, that last podcast had the story about how I might have broken my ribs from it.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's okay.
I
He
remember
just
that,
goes. He goes spelunking with James Cameron every so often.
And
You
then
and
you
your
have
job.
Bubbles and myself who technically do airsofting, but we haven't done it in a while. But there are some fun
Well,
stories.
I would consider that a sport.
You
I've
see, if we're
I've
gonna
done that as
go-
well.
If you're gonna consider airsoft sports, then you could consider what I do sports, because
What's that then?
the full description of it is full combat medieval sport.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
it's a
you're
sport.
Oh,
LARPing.
nice.
Yeah, my LARP stuff, in which I have so many stories for that.
I think a lot of people would disagree that that's a sport, but given how active it is and physical, sports like a competitive physical activity, isn't it?
Well, I shoot people in the face, so
Shoot people
Yeah,
in the
it's a
face.
sport.
yes, I do archery in it.
I
Dude,
have
it's like-
a story of, it's not exactly a sport, but it does have to deal with me getting hit in the face with a ball in gym class.
Go on then.
Okay, so today was the day was dodgeball day, and our gym classes were never really that big. Once we got into 8th grade, it was like maybe 10 people. And you had, a group of us using the actual dodgeballs, where it was like the really hard plastic.
I know where this is going.
And I was talking to my gym teacher, asking when we were going to do the mile run. And some kid deliberately, and he was like the tallest kid in our class. He was like gym teacher's pet, freaking threw the ball at me and cracked me right upside the face with the ball so hard that my 5-foot frame like went diagonal and then fell on the floor.
Oh, I love dodgeball. Heads up.
Bam!
And the gym teacher did nothing but look at me, tell me to suck it up, and then walked.
Well, that's how gym teachers are. You get hurt, suck it up, walk it off.
Man, she was a tiny little bitch.
I've actually suffered a similar gym injury, but it wasn't so well. I say similar only in the aspect that it did involve a ball. It wasn't actually during a sport. Like we used to have at one of the schools I went to, we used to have like some of those bouncy balls with the handles on them.
Those are
Okay.
fun.
So I was riding one of those
Like
around.
exercise balls that you can like bounce on.
Yeah, and you can there's the handle so you can bounce around on them. So I'm bouncing around on one of those suckers. There's some other kids who are on like those little like trays on wheels with the handles on either side.
Oh, those
Yeah.
are fun.
And so, I'm just bouncing around and then my foot doesn't quite land right, and so they end up next thing I know, I end up sliding back on the ball and go wham right back head against the concrete.
That's kind of bad.
That
Then you wake up
hurt.
about 3
I
days
wound
later.
up going. Yeah, I wound up with a mild concussion, and feeling like my skull had cracked, because I could feel this clear line of pain going from the back of my eye all the way to like the back of my head. So yeah, that was fun. I went home early that day.
I've hit my brother in the head with a golf club while we were playing golf when younger.
That must have been interesting to explain to someone after the fact.
Well, it happened while we were at home since we were younger and we were trying to play mini golf in our
Oh,
garage,
okay.
and for whatever reason,
That-
I did
See,
a full swing
I
for
just kind of
that.
pictured you assaulting somebody on a golf course with a golf club. That's a lot different.
No. We were actually trying to play mini golf, but we didn't actually have putters, and there's a lot of weird
God,
things
you
going
used a
on.
driver.
No, it was only a sand wedge, maybe?
It was only
Oh,
a
God.
9-iron. It's
That's why there's a
fine.
giant dent in the back of your brother's skull now.
No, it's actually in his forehead, and the funny thing is, it was luckily on the backswing when I clocked him.
Oh, that's
So-
good.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't as much force as if I had, the follow through from swinging. But
Vulture would be more likely to hit him in the nuts if he was positioned correctly.
it happened 24 hours after he had already been to the emergency room for another injury that wasn't related to me.
Did he have to go to the emergency room for this one though?
Yeah, they brought him to the hospital.
Oh,
hit him
that's
in the
just unfortunate.
hit him in the forehead with a golf club. And so the day after that, at that time, my mom just sat all of us kids on the couch and was like, no one's moving.
So
It's like you're just
Not-
gonna
not-
sit there.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, we're not going to the emergency room today at this time.
So not to bring it back to LARPing, but Scott, you said something that
Mhm.
intrigues me.
Yes.
You said you shoot people in the face. How does
I
that
do.
work if you're using arrows?
They're foam tipped arrows.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing
That
it's
still
almost
must really hurt.
like the
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh.
green arrows, boxing glove arrows.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes,
They've
that'd be
got,
great.
oh, hell, what are in mine? I want to say it's Evil Eye foam. Like packaging foam.
Okay.
So it's got that. And
So I just kind of imagine having like a Nerf dart on the end so it sticks.
It's a similar principle. I know what he's talking about because I'm in the SCA and I've seen archers in combat. They have like these special tips where it's basically like a rounded kind of foam end.
Okay, Frith, I did SCA for a little bit before I realized how dumb the archery rules are in SCA. I'm sorry. Their arrows are a little different. Like if I hit you at the base of your skull with an SCA arrow, I'm dropping you. You're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
pass.
gonna feel that. You will feel that.
Um,
I will admit it's a little harder tip than some other arrows you might come across for safety reasons, but yeah.
But I've shot people in the nuts. They've had to sit out for the rest of the day. I've shot people in the eye. Mostly arms, legs, and torso, though.
Has somebody at least gone through with yelling just the tip after they hit somebody?
The joke has been made so many times it's lost its charm. Sorry.
Okay,
folks.
good. Just wanted to make sure. I've been shot in the face with an airsoft gun. That's fun from close
Oh.
range.
Oh, I have too.
Yep, same.
CO2
That's
gun
awesome.
too.
Mine was a spring sniper rifle.
How do you win at LARPing? Like, is there
By
a goal?
killing, it depends. If you're just doing practice, it just depends on, one, who's hosting it, and two, what people want to do. The big events, last big event I went to, and
Like the multi-day ones. Like day 1 you set up, day 2 you do the fight, day 3 you bury the corpses.
No, it's day 1, you get there, you set up, then you do pickup fights and sparring and everything else. Day 2 is when you get the big field battles, the organized small team fights, tournaments, feast that night, and then you repeat it all the next day, and then by day 4 you're usually packing up to leave.
So basically, it's like a massive airsoft war zone.
Kinda.
Are you allowed to like bring your own snacks, or do you actually have to bring period? Do you have like a stick of mutton on your back or something?
No, you bring your own food. Typically, there's people at events who will actually cook, and so depending on who you're camping with,
drinking out of a goblet and eating like mutton, and
Dude,
eating out of a Pringles box.
I have a tanker storm, like a legit tanker that's got a naked woman as the handle.
Oh my!
Ironically enough, my ex-fiance gave it to me. So,
I think you might have mentioned that in the podcast one before.
Yes. Would you like to know more?
I don't know. I mean, it counts as a sport, and we got time to fill, so.
So what it look like, Ollie?
So I didn't think they did archery in that though, because I thought there was just you hit people with foam swords, and then like the way it was, I used to have a friend who did it, and the way he described it to me was, you would run up to someone, you hit them with your sword, and you would shout 1, and that's 1 damage.
Oh.
It depends on the group also, because I have friends who LARP, and their group is also like a lot different.
Or is it just keep going until the other person falls over because they are dead?
It rarely comes to that point. Ours, generally if you're hit in the torso, you're dead.
You must have rules, because there will always be someone that just doesn't want to die.
Yeah. Oh, there are.
Lightning bolt.
Magic missile.
There is no magic in ours.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Scott's shooting arrows, and Rivaldi just runs up and yells magic missile and throws like a foam dart at somebody.
No, there's no magic in mine, thankfully.
Not even for healing?
There's healing, but it's not magic in a traditional sense, and it's so rarely done that people just don't even count it.
It's like for the multi-day ones, if you get knocked out on day 1, you just not do anything else.
Nope, you just wait for the next match to start up.
I'm surprised they actually wouldn't recycle you for reinforcements.
Again, it depends. You can respawn if it's allowed. Otherwise, it just all depends. And the name of the events are great.
What are they named?
The last big one I went to was Sausage Fest.
Alright, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And it's exactly what it sounds like.
Was all dudes?
No, I mean, it was men and women.
Were there people cooking lots and lots of sausages?
Yes. There's actually a tournament that, who can make the best sausage, and you're graded on taste, spice, and something else.
Color, veneer.
Thickness.
And we're going to have the chop judges.
Top Chef LARP edition. Well, go back to sports then. What do you guys think about motorsports? I used to be really into NASCAR, but now I think it's stupid.
I like the Grand Touring and the Le Mans stuff, especially the
What is
24-hour endurance race.
Rally
What is that?
racing should be interesting.
Is that like the box car thing?
What's
I
that?
have no idea what that is.
Which one?
What you just said.
The Le Mans, the 24-hour race?
Yeah, what is that? What do they
It's a
do?
24-hour race.
Like, is it just in a circle though, like NASCAR? Or do
No,
you,
that's not NASCAR at all. It's European racing. It's a bunch of different classes of cars. They all look pretty cool. And I think there's 4 drivers per team, and it's a 24-hour endurance race to just not crash for the most part.
So what, kind of like the gumball?
I don't know what that is.
You've never heard of gumball?
No.
It's usually a cross-country race by a bunch of, well, it's a rally, and it's by a bunch of very, very wealthy people just driving across in ungodly cars. I've actually got a couple of movies of it on my server.
No, because this is on a actual track.
is it like 24 hours nonstop? Do they take breaks? Like
No,
someone crashes.
it's
Like someone
24 hours
crashes.
nonstop. That's why there's 4 drivers per team, or I should say per car, because you swap out drivers.
Like mid driving.
Oh yeah, they come in for pit stops, and during those pit stops, you'll swap drivers as well.
Oh, okay. For the sakes, like, if it was like nonstop, that'd be kind of cool. Because like, then you'd have to adapt to drive around the flaming wrecks of your friends.
Well, they still have like the caution flag, but you don't stop.
Okay. All right then. Do you think that just segueing off of actual physical sports, do you think video games such as StarCraft could be considered a sport?
Oh, now we're getting into esports territory.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what StarCraft is.
Well, I say that just as an example, like other things like
StarCraft,
Dota, and I think PlanetSide tried to
LOL.
use
Oh.
CS:GO.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
they should be
League of
considered
Legends.
a sport.
I don't know. It's still something that you have to work at to.
Be good at.
Yeah.
those like high level Counter-Strike players are freaking ridiculous.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Over the years.
you could look at a bunch of stuff like chess. You could say is not a sport. In like that same regards, if you want to go that way.
You do have like competitive sports for chess stuff.
Right, but if you're gonna say that, video games aren't a sport, then you'd be like, well, in that case, chess would also fall in that category, even though it's it's
Basically, just
something that you have
sitting
to.
down, moving things.
Yeah.
Even though it's for nerds.
I was quite good at chess once upon a time.
Yeah, me too.
I can stop the 3-move win, and I think the 5-move win. After that, I'm usually pretty crap.
I suck ass at chess. I will openly
I
admit
can
that
play
now.
chess.
Man, but I can tell you what, I can do a mean game of checkers. That's what you're asking.
See, that's
Or
something I
chess
can't
over
play.
checkers.
Really? You can't play checkers?
I've never understood it.
We'll just have like we'll find like an online thing. We'll just have a chess tournament, and no one will know how to play.
ASG chess tourney. Yeah.
Now we just need to
Reward,
find someone
nothing.
who's really badass at playing pinball.
What,
Well,
the
let's
pinball
go
wizard?
find Tommy and.
Let's say a pinball wizard, maybe?
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
Say it's a jukebox hero.
This is how ASG chess
Yes.
goes. We start playing chess, then somebody pulls out a laptop, slams it on the board, and says, "Okay, let's play Arma."
Fuck this. Let's just play Cards Against Humanity.
Yes, that needs to be a sport.
Competitive
How would you
Cards
make
Against
Cards
Humanity.
Against Humanity a sport?
Yeah,
can see it.
humanity would just lose all the time.
It's a drinking game, duh.
Oh God,
Oh, I'm sure Pesky could win at that.
he probably would.
What
Drunk
would be the rules?
Pesky
Like,
is best
when do you
Pesky.
actually drink though?
You picked a bad subject for tonight, Storm.
Hey, I'm enjoying it. Okay, we talked about LARPing.
We got LARPing, we got
Chess,
alcohol, we got
checkers.
nerd games.
If you could play any game as a sport, what would it be? Like, you could make money off of it and be in its like grand league. That means you have to have the skill to be really good at it.
Killing stupid people.
No, I said game clubs, not like a heinous crime.
No, that is a game. Have you not seen the movie Gamer?
Oh,
No.
you see, that doesn't count. Fubs, get out.
Well, what? Are you saying you wouldn't love to play a standard game of natural selection?
I'm saying I don't want to kill people.
But you would laugh if somebody else did.
Not really.
If they happen to get hurt or die doing something incredibly stupid, would you shed tears?
Okay. There needs to be some concessions to my answer here. You realize I was stationed with Marines, right?
Yeah, I know, that's my point.
Yeah. You see, I'm also older than I was then, so...
You're still debating it, I can tell by your hesitation.
Thinking maybe I do want to murder innocent people.
Murder? No. Watch people do stupid shit and get hurt? Well...
That's hilarious.
And I'm
Have you ever
just-
seen that TV show, American Ninja Warrior thing?
Oh god.
That's retarded.
The American version is so retarded.
Okay, let me
The
ask you
actual
this question.
Japanese version is great.
Let me ask you this question. How many of you watch 1,000 Ways to Die?
Nope.
No.
No.
I don't think I've seen that.
I have.
Okay, May, how much do you laugh when people do stupid shit and die from it?
If they do
Yeah,
a
this got
flip.
really morbid really fast.
Wow. If they did a flip... Alright, Bender, chill out.
Maybe if they
Or if-
impressed me on their way to the afterlife.
If they do something impressive and then die, I'll laugh, but then I go, oh, dumbass.
AKA the number one thing where a Japanese couple died from sex. No joke.
Wait,
That
what?
doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't.
Have one
Basic-
too many octopuses?
No, they had never had sex before. They had put it off every single time. They both succumbed to simultaneous heart attacks from the sheer enjoyment.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Still not really all that surprised.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen to me when I finally get a girlfriend.
He died as he lived, in sheer passion.
Ah, yes.
And Storm is now just sitting there face-palming at this conversation going, oh dear god, why did I
No,
not
I can't say anything 'cause I watch a lot of like ISIS footage where like you just watch through like IR as like dudes just get blown up by a gunship.
Eh,
But I
that
don't
got
watch
morbid.
it. I don't watch it and laugh at it though. I watch it out of interest and curiosity. I do, however, laugh when you see the like there's 4 guys praying and the 5th guy is just like fuck that and runs away.
Or
So, how everything goes is when Arma goes down, right?
Oh shit! There is no god after all. Oh fuck! I'm getting out of here.
That's when you
Yeah, that's
realize that
really
there was
morbid,
one
so-
dude out of the 5 who was actually smarter.
And he still got blown up though. It's like an all-seeing eye in the sky with like IR and B vision.
Predator hug!
Most of the ones I've seen that the army actually releases are ones they're not very gory actually. Like and it's IR, so it's not like you see anything.
Yes, but
He's like a
anyway,
puff.
games that we would do or something. Was that the subject?
Gamers that what games that you
Not
would do
gamers. that you would do.
Gamers you would do.
in
Well,
order of preference. Scott,
well-
Rivaldi, Pesky.
woo.
What?
I would
What?
also say, God, what is that
What's that
one
one
chick?
Let's not get into that.
Which one? You talking about Dodger, Commander Holly, Aurelian?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
actually
God.
talking about a legit Twitch streamer who's hot as hell.
I'm also talking about YouTube gamers who
Oh.
who go through Maker Studios, who I worked for a while, including Dodger, Commander Holly, Aurelian.
I hate
Dodger's
you so much.
pretty hot, I'll admit. I have a thing for Meg Turney from Rooster Teeth.
Who doesn't?
Now I'm face palming.
Of course, how the hell she ended up with Gavin still baffles me, but
The same way that Aaron ended up with Susie and Ross ended up with Commander Holly.
So
or
it's
Lindsay
entirely
ended up
off
with
topic, but
Michael.
I just want to say, like, me and Latrans periodically have like conversations about Rooster Teeth. Me and him used to watch them, and now like we don't as much. He still does, but I don't. I hate them all.
Why do you hate
after-
RVB so much?
I don't know.
I stopped watching RVB after they went to Halo 2 because I was just like, you know what, it's dumb now.
Yeah,
I don't really watch them for RVB. I watch them mostly for Ruby.
I just don't like them for some reason, but I do really like the Game Grumps now, which I don't understand. I don't watch YouTubers. Like I pick one YouTuber, and I watch the shit out of them until I hate their voices, and then I unsubscribe and pick another one. But
No, I follow several YouTubers.
I don't
Yeah.
follow anyone. I just
One of my
watch
favorites is
videos.
actually not the most is not one of the most popular ones. She's still somewhat popular, but not one of like the big time millions of subscriber kind of YouTubers. And that's Manga Minx.
Yeah, no idea.
Me neither. The
You don't-
only
one of
don't
you
know
is gonna get
Minx?
sued for this.
why?
I'm joking.
Because we're referencing YouTubers.
I was joking. I was more thinking like, Frith, you talked about this person. It's just like we're gonna see an article in the newspaper that Frith just went off and started stalking somebody.
Oh yeah, that's
pfft.
Adrienne Curry.
Okay, first off, why would I stalk somebody who is a YouTuber from the UK who is a lesbian?
Buy a plane ticket.
You think he has that much money?
No,
time?
it's not a far plane
Dude.
ticket because you just end up outside Scott's house, peering through Scott's window, staring longingly.
Oh God,
Buh.
no,
Frith, do we need to have a talk?
no.
Wait,
One
what
fan
I just
in
missed?
Norway totally ships this.
Because number one, I'm pretty sure Scott owns a gun.
Jesus wants a
No,
hog.
he'll just shoot you with his bow and arrow.
You're not wrong. I
Is
can
that what
hide
he
an
calls his
arrow.
penis?
No, I can hide an arrow easier than I can hide a bullet.
Scott, would you like if someone broke into your house, would you go for A, the gun, or B, the bow and arrow?
Bow.
So just shoot their eye sockets out.
Actually, I'd shoot him in the knee or the nuts.
BRB cringing.
See, now I'm curious why he would go for the bow over the gun.
You can select tension and it doesn't kick as much.
Only time I would
Fair
ever
point.
go for my gun is if there were more than one. If it was just one, no, I'm going for my bow. Also, arrows are cheaper to replace than bullets.
Another fair point.
Plus, you're less likely to murder the person. So you can see some
Well, it
sweet
depends on
justice
where you shoot 'em
and
with the
sue
bow
them
and
and get
arrow.
money out of them.
Actually, you have less of a chance to go through and through.
I was to say a fully tipped and ready to pierce arrow. That could kill someone pretty
It's
easily.
not until the LARP arrow. It's like got foam on the end.
You think I don't also have real arrow storm?
No, you don't.
Well, I
You
hate to
just shoot
disappoint
someone in
you.
the eye with the foam one. It goes into their skull.
I really hate to disappoint you. But,
He's probably got arrow tips that could hurt people in several different ways.
oh yeah.
So one day when we're all rich and famous, we're all like just snorting coke off hookers' tits. They're gonna look back at this podcast and say, "This is where it all went downhill."
All I remember last night is,
Wait,
how,
it didn't
is we
start
did a
going
lot of
downhill before
drugs.
then?
I mean, I don't know. What are we considering drugs?
Everything.
You snort those crack the little like crack rock candy things.
Ow.
Pop rocks?
Yeah, you snort pop rocks off hookers' tits.
Ow.
Ow!
Alrighty then.
Can we not?
Wasn't there
The
a
thought
thing?
of that just caused me physical pain.
Wasn't there a thing like
Yeah.
a couple years ago where someone was like snorting bath salts and turned into a zombie or something?
Oh,
It
that
was a
was
guy
years ago.
No, it was a guy in Florida. He did bath salts, and at the end of it, he started tearing out his own intestines, and then started throwing them at the cops that showed up to figure out what the hell was going on.
Wasn't he also eating people's faces?
Different guy.
But still Florida.
Still Florida, still bath salts.
Florida,
This is why I
we're
worry
just
about
the
Frith.
big bucket of crazy.
No, Florida,
There's a
land
reason.
of the zombies.
There's a reason Florida man is a meme. This is why I worry about Frith. He lives amongst those people.
Frith, how many weapons do you have, and are you ready for the zombie apocalypse?
I'm not ready for the zombie apocalypse. And as far as weapons, my uncle's the only one who actually owns any.
The
How
thing
close
is,
are you
like,
to an airboat?
yeah, Frith, you need to move out, and what we'll do is we'll saw Florida off of the mainland and let it drift out into the ocean.
Shit, I'd before that. I'd
And then
fucking
nuke
want
it
to move
from
further
orbit,
up
just
north
to be sure.
anyways. I'd love to get the hell out of Florida. I just can't afford to.
Let's not get into
Isn't-
the zombie apocalypse talk, though.
I'm about to say, but don't we have another ASG member that lives in Florida?
I don't know.
Skyjack,
Um,
maybe?
No.
I think it's actually Aberdi.
Nah.
I think Aberdi. I
it
think
is
he's in
Aberdi.
Miami.
Yeah, it's Everdine.
Yeah, he's in Miami, I think.
Frith, you should go meet
And
Aberdi.
Everdine's living large. Look how much money he makes. I'm surprised.
Why would I? Okay, why? First off, why would I travel all the way to the other end of the state just to meet Aberdi?
Get married to him.
Yeah, get
Fuck
a burrito.
you.
Get a
Join his
burrito
harem.
from him.
I'm not gonna drive across the state for a fucking burrito.
It's the best burrito you'll ever
Aberdi
have.
would. Then have Aberdi. Offer burritos to Aberdi, and then tell us what Aberdi looks like.
Man, Everdive was in here the other night, and we were playing Arma, and he was like talking about like how he makes bean burritos, and it sounds like godly.
Okay, so what I need to do then is hire Aberdi to come over here and make me a fucking burrito.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. You have to go to him and then worship him for 3 days, and then
No!
like, a burrito will just appear.
Storm, we're not
To har-
talking about
He has
you.
to harness holy essence.
Oh, that's just getting even wrong. Just no.
The power of love. The
That's your
magic
method,
of
that
real
would
heart.
not be mine.
magic.
Yes, I do.
Mine would be
Anyways.
like, here's gas money. Come over here and make me a fucking burrito.
It would be like the most expensive burrito I think you ever would make.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. I'd do it once just to say that I did it.
I just googled most expensive burrito.
Oh,
It was assembled by a porn star named James Dean and cost $580.
What
Wow.
the hell did he
Huh.
put in that burrito? Wait, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Beluga caviar, fresh cilantro, organic vegetarian baked beans, peach
Hippie.
salsa, rye rice, guacamole infused with Perrier, lots of words I can't, champagne, a flour tortilla, 2.5 pounds of lobster, Alaskan
God.
king crab legs.
Oh.
and
Wait,
parmesan.
why didn't he put in vegetarian beans?
I
What
don't know.
the fuck is this? What is this abomination? That's not a burrito.
It cost
Hippie.
$580.37.
He's an
I was
idiot.
thinking it was the caviar that was gonna
And
bring it
everything
up.
was marinated
but
in 18-year-old Macallan
Ugh.
Scotch whiskey.
Wait, what kind of whiskey?
Macallan Scotch whiskey.
What?
That's a waste of good whiskey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did he at least drink it afterwards?
I don't
That's
know.
alcohol abuse.
If you
I-
marinate it and then drink it afterwards, it is not considered alcohol abuse.
Eh.
No, I'm sorry, but I consider this a full-blown pile of abomination that should not have been concocted.
Hey, maybe it went to the White House. You never know.
Oh dear God! Can you imagine if the freaking Senate was just sitting there eating parts of this burrito, and then they all had like terrible breath the rest of the day?
Hey, maybe then it actually gets stuff done for once.
I was
nah,
gonna say,
man, no. They wouldn't. They would not have bad breath. They'd have the toots. They'd
yeah,
be
but
farting.
it's not like it
Bold.
matters because there's never
It would
anyone
be- it
inside
would
the
be-
Senate anyway.
It would be horrible going in, and even worse coming out.
See, I was curious what the most expensive food was, so I googled most expensive toast, and there was
Toast?
apparently a piece of toast that had the picture of the Virgin Mary on it and sold for $28,000
Wow.
for a 10-year-old toasted sandwich said to bear an image of the Virgin Mary. A casino
Okay.
bought it and put it inside a glass case.
Wow.
Religious people can sometimes be idiots.
What do you mean
Sometimes.
by sometimes?
It is the holiest of grilled cheese.
Oh, it's also apparently got one bite out of it.
Gross.
They deflowered the Virgin Mary. Oh God!
I'm pretty sure
the
they
bite
Yep,
was
we
actually
went there.
taken where her tits would be.
Y'all are going to hell.
unless it
We
was,
know
it
this.
was
We've
free
been
bread,
there, honey.
then it was not deflowered.
Well, it's not like we won't know anybody.
The bite was taken out of where her tits would be.
Hey, we all
That's
know
even
that
wrong.
Storm would
That's
make the
just
devil
even
his
worse.
bitch.
I would eat that toast out of spite.
Storm, you would just make the devil your bitch. We all know it.
Maybe. Moving on.
Or he'd be the devil's bitch.
Moving
Depending on
on.
if he was feeling particularly sub or dommy that time.
Moving on. Let's talk about dangerous sports.
Okay.
I've got a list of dangerous sports. First off is cheese wheeling. Have any of you heard of this?
Oh yeah, so
No.
you roll down a
Cheese
cheese
wheel.
down
Does
a
this have
hill and
any
run after
relation to
it.
cornholing?
No,
I don't know.
it's
Yeah, Rivaldi's
literally
got it
where
right, though.
you take a round cheese, roll it down a hill, and you're running after it.
Yep, you're running after it. And apparently people have died from this.
Yeah, because if you trip
Well,
and
Because
fall,
you
yeah,
are
because
running
it's
down
gonna
a
hit a
very
car.
steep hill chasing cheese.
Because if you fall at the right angle, I would guess if you just fell forward, and depending on the steep and how fast you were going, you could snap your neck.
oh, it's on very
Mhm.
steep hills. Yeah.
Yeah, snap your neck.
The kind of hills that they use to climb up motorbikes.
Probably. About
Those
that
same hills.
steepness.
I'm still seriously wondering why anyone would do this.
Because it's fun.
It's a lot
Considerable
of
amounts of
pot.
alcohol.
Alcohol, pot, yeah.
I was going to say probably alcohol.
There's also extreme ironing, in which you put on scuba gear and iron your clothes at the bottom of the ocean.
What the
What?
Question.
How is this a sport?
What type? Hold on. What type of iron is used? Kind of important.
It won't translate well in the podcast, but I've linked an image and yes.
Oh my god, they're using electric irons. I know why they died now.
Apparently they can electrocute themselves and they carry batteries with them.
Darwin, I present this for your review.
There's a reason I listed it
No
under
shit.
extreme sports.
What? It doesn't make sense.
May.
It doesn't have to,
I don't know
May.
if it would even work, but there you go. Extreme ironing.
Yeah,
As
which makes about as much sense
Apparently
as
there
grounded
is an offshoot
aviation.
of it. Apparently there's an offshoot of it where you iron your clothing in the middle of a busy freeway, but it's more often than not allowed or like illegal because the police try to
Really?
stop them.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't
honestly,
say.
the guy in the red wetsuit is winning.
Yeah, so far.
I just,
Just-
Helmet.
Something you guys probably have heard of to continue on chess is chess boxing.
I have
No.
heard of that.
I have not.
It's where you start a chess
alternate,
match and then you go to boxing, and then after a round you go back to playing chess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, first person to pass out loses?
Well, no, you're trying to win
Or
the chess
die.
match or win the boxing match.
Or die. You know, death is also an option.
Yep. It's pretty funny because it's like, yeah, you can it says you can either win by getting checkmate or getting a KO.
Why is it just mirrored to both of those guys look Russian?
They
I wouldn't be
kinda
surprised
do.
if that water bottle was full of vodka.
Vodka.
I will move my
I'll be right pawn
to b4, and then I will punch you and then schnoz, you motherfucker.
Huh. Why are they wearing headphones?
I think they have to be able to hear the chess announcer.
Right.
I don't even.
Well, Frith, Rivaldi, you guys know what this means. Time to drink.
What do you mean time to? It's
the
been
world-
time.
This one's particularly interesting. The World Worm Charming Championship in Cheshire, England. Contestants use a variety of ingenious methods to try and persuade worms to come out of the ground.
I will
Okay.
take a massive shit, and they will all come up to the surface to smell it.
Oh,
The
dear
world
God.
record was set 2009 when a 10-year-old girl charmed 567 worms from the soil.
What?
How?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Well, let's see.
How is that under the
How
most
offensive can I be?
extreme?
It's listed under dangerous sports. World Worm
How is
Charming.
this
How is that
dangerous?
dangerous?
I don't
What
know.
methods are they using to get worms out of the ground?
Dynamite?
That's my guess.
To get these
mean,
worms
unless
out,
you
I'm
wanna
gonna
go
use this
with-
hand grenade.
I mean, unless we're gonna, use the method from the old Godzilla movie, the crappy American one, where he sticks electricity in the ground.
Yeah, but even then it wasn't a
about
high voltage, if I'm correct.
There's another one next to this that I quite enjoy. Invented in Texas in 1998, using boxing gloves on long sticks, is the Unicycle Football Jousting League.
I've seen that.
I give up living in this world.
You
There are now
I'm
18
thoroughly
worldwide.
afraid right now.
Where did the football part come in?
I don't know.
Where does it take place again?
Texas.
Texas.
Is there a picture for this one? Because now
Yes,
I'm
please.
legitimately curious.
Picture. Pixar didn't happen. It's gonna be like Vegas.
Apparently, it is exactly like football, except you have a round of jousting after every round of football.
Okay,
What?
this looks like a very, very bad idea.
And how much alcohol was involved in the creation of this?
I don't
don't
think
know.
much, because I
those
don't think
people
you
look
drink.
rather young, so
I don't think you can drink that much and ride a unicycle very effectively.
yeah.
I'm
They
also
look
kind
like
of
they're
amused
riders.
that the guy with the number 4 on his back is his shirt says
Commander
Commander Killer.
Yeah. I also like how they're playing on asphalt, and he's wearing shorts
Yeah,
and no
because
pads.
that's a really good idea.
At least the other guy's wearing
Oy.
pants. Yeah, man.
That one guy's not wearing any elbow pads though, or knee pads.
Yeah, oh, he's gonna get.
For a
Fucked.
face pad?
I think that's what your arms are for.
Arms? What arms? I don't have any arms.
overrated.
Another one
It's
is
just a flesh wound.
called Kaiju Big Battle, invented by Boston students.
Oh yeah, no, I've
Involves-
gone and seen live events of that. It's great.
Oh, would you like to explain it then better than I?
It's wrestling, except the people are dressed up as giant monsters, and there's cardboard buildings inside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
wait,
Okay,
wait,
I can
wait.
get behind this one.
Let me see if I get this right. It's Godzilla versus Mothra, pretty much.
Pretty much, yes. And one of the monsters is steam-powered tentacle boulder. He was hilarious.
Awesome.
One of my friends
Want to
got
play
a t-shirt
Godzilla
that...
Simulator 2016?
I have a t-shirt that I got from the event that I went to see, where it just says "Danger can happen." Yeah, definitely one of the better live events I've gone to.
I actually learned about a Japanese sport recently,
Oh,
Bochan,
Which is,
where they basically fight each other with foam swords.
you do realize that has been a popular sport in America for kids for decades.
That's
Yeah,
me
but
on
it's
a
like-
basic Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's a legitimate like professional sport over there.
so
Those
instead
LARPing,
of
what's your
kendo
point?
sticks, they switched to foam.
It's like air swords, is what they said. So
We have that too. It's called LARPing.
yeah, but do you get paid to be a professional LARP athlete?
You can if you're a merchant.
Seriously?
Dude, I know a guy who his only income is from going to these events and selling his wares. Like, that's his income.
Huh.
What are you buying?
Dude's got good
Yo, I
work, too.
saw.
Next up is bed racing. It was invented in 1965 by the Army, Navy, and American Marines in
That
England.
explains a lot.
Basically, it involves a bed on a wheeled pallet with 6 people pushing it, one of which has to be on the bed. First, they go up a steep hill, originally to a castle, and then they all have to get on it and ride it back down the hill, and then cross a river.
Scott, have you done this?
Yeah,
No comment. Next question.
he did it and he thought it was incredibly stupid. Moving on.
Next question,
As
Scott.
a follow-up to the
Were you
extreme
drunk?
ironing, there's another best thing.
When am I not drunk, Bubbles?
Very
When
well.
you're
Okay,
actually
doing
having to
extreme
functionally work.
ironing while on a board being pulled along.
That is,
What's
I give
that?
that guy credit. Though it actually doesn't look like he's going very fast. No, he's not going fast at
Yeah,
all.
probably not.
Aside of that wake.
So about
Anyways,
about
So-
as fast as
Yeah, on the subject of extreme ironing, it says it's the latest dangerous sport that combines the thrills of extreme outdoor activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt.
I don't think his shirt's gonna be that
But-
well
What?
pressed or clean at the end of it.
You're at the
No.
bottom of, if not an ocean, then a very deep lake. Just no.
and you have to remember, the guy's probably going about as fast as Scott was across the river with a bed.
Go fuck yourself, Fubs.
That will happen later.
A sport in Finland that is apparently classified underneath this list is the wife carrying competition.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Yes.
that. That's a good one.
Yes, in which men in Finland in early July negotiate a 253 millimeter course while carrying their wife on their back. The course
Yep.
includes various surfaces and getting through dry land and water-based obstacles. The prize to the winner is a mobile phone, and more importantly, they also win their wife's weight in beer.
So you
The
want
most
to be
common
strong and make sure your wife eats a lot. Got it.
The most common technique to carry is to hold your wife by her legs over your shoulder with her head down at your ass. That's the most efficient way of doing it. No, I've actually it was been on a Discovery Channel show at one point, if I remember correctly.
It's very
Because you
Viking-y.
can trust the Discovery Channel.
It was about that sport, and they was talking to people who run it.
Created in 1297 at the Egremont Crab Fair and still done today is the World Gurning Contest. Gurning being when you make a weird face with your face. Yeah, that's about it. Make the ugliest face you can. Apparently,
Make the ugliest face so you can face
apparently
what you
it's-
face. Thank you.
Apparently, it's classified as dangerous because you were required to hold the face for upwards of 12 hours while they do the judging, and your face can get stuck like that.
Huh. Always wanted to look like Kevin Bacon.
Oh God.
No.
World Naked Bicycling.
Warning, dildos not included.
Also done with World Naked Baseball, World Naked Football, and World Naked Tennis, with all included in the International Naturist Sports Week.
Oh God, naked tennis. Could you imagine?
Warning, we're not responsible if your dick gets caught in anything.
I'm just thinking, I feel like if
Instructions not clear. Dick caught in net.
well, it's more.
Oh, can you imagine sliding?
See, that's why they're included in dangerous sports. You don't slide in tennis.
No. He also said baseball and football, remember?
Oh yeah, those other ones. God, I was thinking more on the lines of tennis. If today's tennis stars were playing naked, those women's matches would be watched so much.
I'm
I just
sorry,
have
but
to
I wouldn't
say-
want to see guys playing naked baseball because I can just imagine how painful it is when they're sliding for a base.
I
And
can
they're
just
just
see how
getting-
painful when a ball hits him in the nuts.
Yeah, I just thought of that instead when he gets hit with a pitch. Yeah, and he's taking his base, and by that I mean he's going to the hospital.
He's sliding. Oh God,
He's
base
now
is actually
joining the
entering his
women's
ass.
league.
Oh God,
Ugh.
he's sliding ass first. It's entering his ass. Oh God.
Up next is underwater hockey, which is similar to actual hockey, except done in a very large pool using a weighted metal puck, and your hockey sticks are about the size of a banana.
Is that a banana in your hands, or are you just happy to see me? Oh wait,
Yeah,
it's your
apparently full physical contact is allowed, allowing for players to push and shove each other underwater. They are not allowed to have air or snorkels, and all rules for hockey apply.
So
What
it's
the
water polo
fuck?
with hockey.
Wow,
Underwater,
that
like you are not like you are highly discouraged from surfacing because your teammates will take advantage of that puck towards their side.
wow.
I don't even. I
Am
can't
I the only
even.
one here who's thinking this sounds like some kind of modern adaptation of Blitzball?
Yeah.
Blitzball. Anyway, it got really quiet in here.
Everybody's just sitting there going, "Oh, please take the thoughts of
Yeah,
pain
a
away."
lot of the ones on this list aren't really extreme. The equivalent of it says Egyptian cockfighting is camel wrestling, in which two male camels go up against each other.
So it's just natural mating.
They're both male though.
Well, I meant it is,
Oh my, gay camel sex.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
That's what they're fighting.
I actually have a story about two male animals.
Oh God.
Okay, go on then.
Oh dear.
Just
We were,
right into the animal sex.
In Oregon, we did this river run, and we had to go really slow, and there were these two bucks, and they just kind of sat up and looked at us, and then one of them mounted the other. Everyone on the boat
It's like,
just
look,
died.
kids.
Hey, look, kids, animals are gay too.
Well, they did that, kind of stood there, and then ran off, so I don't know what happened. It just...
They realized they were being watched.
No, here's how the conversation went. Hey, you want to fuck with them? Dude, why are you doing it in my ass? Oh God, they saw us. Run away.
Hey, who knows? Maybe the camels just wanted to hump.
Oh,
Get out.
grown.
Oh, a Russian sport in which you light yourself on fire and then jump off a building.
How is that a sport?
Are we sure this
You
is
do
a
it. You,
sport
you
and
do
not
it in
suicide?
No, it's a two-man sport in which while you are climbing to the top of the building, your friend has to gather a pile of snow for you to land in.
So it's a
What
trust
the
exercise.
Apparently,
Why
it
do
That's
does
an
include a high
extreme
amount of
trust
vodka.
exercise.
Why
Yes,
do you
they-
have to be on fire?
They take a
though?
torch and light both of your legs on fire.
It's
Generally your
Russia.
pants. Let it and give it. You have to wait at least 10 to 15 seconds for it to spread up your pants, and then you jump off the building into the pile of snow your friend has made.
Again, it's Russia. Remember
Yeah.
what the other Russian sports are?
Does periodically result in injury, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. who would know?
No, nothing with anything with fire and
Crazy.
jumping off. You'll be fine. Totally fine.
Christ.
World Championship Canine Freestyle Dancing, in which dogs dance.
What?
Clog Cobbing, in which you take clogs, as in the shoe, and play darts with them, except you're using the heel.
What is the target?
A dartboard.
And how much alcohol?
I don't know.
Okay, next one.
Artistic puking,
Oh God.
What?
also known as its professional name, club swinging.
Designed in Mardi Gras for your pleasure.
Oh.
No, they hold a club in each hand and then spin around in circles until they puke. Judges award points based on the degree of difficulty and execution of the routine. I don't know what that means.
I'm going to still state it was made first in Mardi Gras, and that's the story I will stick to.
All of these sound like such horrible, horrible ideas.
And all invented when imbibing
These
massive
are
amounts of
sports
alcohol.
where someone said, "Hey, hold my beer and watch me do this."
Actually, to be fair, the where I come from, that being the military, some of these are actually not all that bad. Considering
yeah,
I
God.
was in a tournament for office chair jousting.
Oh God, I heard that.
Oh, my brother did that once in college, except one person was on a bike.
Bike jousting, almost as good as motorcycle jousting, which I have also done.
Or shopping cart jousting.
Not as fun. Not near as fun. Motorcycle jousting was fun.
That sounds deadly.
Okay, I'm
this
going
is why
60
I can
miles.
see women living longer. You're like,
Oh,
motorcycle
trust us.
jousting.
There are some things that women have designed sports to where men just sit there and go, "Oh God, why?"
Just the fuck. Apparently, we lost somebody.
Oh God. Apparently, Frith lost his mind.
There he goes.
Yeah, I guess my internet blipped there.
Comcast.
I don't know why it's on
Comcast.
this list, but the Great Singapore Duck Race, in which 85,000 rubber ducks are placed in the Singapore River.
It's Singapore, and I'm guessing there's betting on it, and people die because of that.
Hold on. Now, can we make tactical rubber ducks? Like, could I give it a knife?
I just pictured a rubber duck with a red headband and a knife now, like fucking Rambo style.
Isn't it great?
I'm sure Pesky would approve.
That or I say Pesky's rubber duck, which is just a tank shaped like a rubber duck.
You want to fire? I will blow my load all over your face. Oh, dead duck.
You had to go there, Fubs.
God damn it, Fubs. You're the reason we can't have nice things anymore. You're the reason we can't have an office.
I'm sorry. I kind of took the office for shiny objects.
Uh-huh.
Next up is goose pulling.
What?
Goose what?
Goose?
Invented in the 17th up to the 19th centuries, in which a goose was hung by its legs from a pole or a rope, while a man on horseback at a full gallop would attempt to grab the goose by its neck and pull its head off.
Okay, this isn't much better because I initially thought he said deuce pulling.
I
said
thought he
goose.
said goose fucking
I
originally.
said pulling, goose pulling.
Sounded
I
like
thought
you
he
said
said
goose fucking.
deuce pulling.
Animal
and
rights
I was
groups
like,
would of
what?
course not allow such actions today.
Really?
The use of
say.
live gooses was banned in the 1920s. However, you may be surprised to learn that the sport does continue, albeit in a modified form nowadays, where they use a dead goose.
Still disgusting as fuck, and it lowers the chance of actually getting getting bitten by said goose, which would be goddamn hilarious.
It says it says it is much easier as the goose does not flap around, making it more difficult.
Yeah, it doesn't flap around, it doesn't bite you. Have you ever seen somebody get bitten by a goose? It's fucking hilarious. The damn thing hisses and bites, and the person screams.
Taxi Hood, which is rugby with unlimited players.
Oh god! Mosh pit!
Up to 80 per side.
Well, then it does have a limit.
Well, it's just the most they've had. Oh, this is one you might enjoy, Fubs. The Hemp Olympics, held as part of the annual Mardi Gras, in which everyone does all of this stuff in the Olympics except pull stone.
I'm not that much of a stoner, but I find stoners hilarious, actually, because they're so hilariously stupid.
Uh-huh.
I've been around stoners a lot.
Listed in this list is also the classic children's game Extreme Hide and Seek, in which the person who fails to hide is beaten. This sounds more like assault than actual sport, but okay.
For me, extreme hide and seek would be you play hide and seek, but all of you have paintball guns.
The Nude Beach Olympics, held at the nudist section of Baker's Beach, San Francisco.
Fun.
Orange races, racing oranges down a hill, which isn't honestly as dangerous as
How many oranges?
cheese
First
rolling.
question, and where?
Just seems
what
like
hill?
you use one each. That's just a skill.
Well, how many people total? In
Oh,
the
this
race?
is apparently a dangerous one. Using special saddles and sometimes bareback, ostrich racing.
Wow.
Oh, outhouse racing, in which you strap four wheels to an outhouse, someone gets inside of it, and the other person pushes.
Made with beer.
Is it an empty outhouse?
There has to be something in it by the end of the race,
Ew.
or you cannot win.
Yeah, this is what you get for asking that question, Matt.
I wasn't gonna say it until you asked.
Oh yeah, I won. Oh god, I crashed. There's shit everywhere.
Wow.
Apparently, that is an actual issue.
Really?
Nah, really?
Well, that's why they have tissues on standby.
You're gonna need more than tissues. You're gonna need a goddamn hose.
Nah, just use my beer.
Sheep counting, which is an annual
Counting?
an annual Scottish event
I've actually heard of this one.
in which players are supposed to count as many sheep as they can, and the last person to fall asleep wins.
Yep, it's legit. I've heard of this one.
Apparently, it can last up to weeks at a time.
Why?
Scottish, I don't know.
Because raisins, I don't know.
Shin
People are
kicking,
weird.
the shin kicking competition, in which you
We
kick
do that at
people's
one
shins.
of our events.
You kick shins.
Yep, you fill your what is it? Your socks full of hay, and then beat the shit out of your shins. It's good fun. Only 2 people do it though.
Are you one of?
No,
You don't dare to do it. You don't dare to participate in the annual shin
I
kicking.
have bad knees. I don't need bad shins too.
That's a good point. Snail racing is extremely dangerous sport. Snail racing, which you ride the snails.
Where you ride. Where you
No,
ride
you wouldn't
the
actually
snail.
ride the snail.
No, it says you ride the snails. Most of the snails don't survive.
What?
Yes.
That's why it's a dangerous sport. Because
Apparently
How
they
many
don't go
friggin'
very
snails
far.
do you need to even pull that off?
I don't know. Apparently everyone only gets one. It doesn't say.
Okay, Spider-Man, let's ask you. Does everybody get one? Yes, apparently everybody gets one.
Does everyone get a fucking Ant-Man suit while they're at it? Because that's about the only way you can pull that off.
No, you could also use the Honey I Shrunk stuff.
The shrink ray from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes, thank you. Words fail me. I think Storm got distracted again.
No, I'm almost out actually.
That's what May said.
Wait, what?
Just checking to see if you were listening.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just quiet.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. It's another United Kingdom invented one, and it's still held today, every November the 5th.
Oh boy.
Only changes when the 5th falls on a Sunday. It's technically not a sport, but it does count as a race, in which 17 players, usually very strong ones, are each given a barrel full of tar, which is then lit on fire, and they have to run 500 meters, holding the burning barrel of tar.
There is no chance that any of that could go wrong.
Not even a little bit.
Nope.
Are they at least tossed with feathers afterwards?
Oh, apparently once they go the 500 meters, then they have to run to the town square, however far away that is.
Still with a barrel.
That's safe.
How much alcohol?
It doesn't say. There needs to be like
we
there needs
really
to be, like,
need
a
to
meter
have
beside
like
it.
required alcohol units next to each one of these.
Yeah, we will for the second annual. This is stupid sports competition.
So,
Yep. It's not a lot of extra stuff, so let's just go on with the final thing. The final topic here is if you could invent a sport, what would it be, and what would it consist of?
oh, this is dangerous.
Yes, and if you could just name something as a sport.
Kangaroo back archery.
What? Oh God.
Results in millions of dead Australians every year.
Well, that's because we all know that's where the Tyranids live, Storm.
Stingray hunting.
Oh, too soon.
Oh, I
Wow.
just got that.
Wow.
That took a second to set in.
Too soon.
Oh,
Who said that?
those bubbles.
It was Bubbles.
Damn it, Bubbles.
Okay, here's mine. Cougar wrestling, and I'll leave that up to interpretation.
Oh my! Go on, please.
I'd go and watch that.
Well,
May, I don't know if you understand the joke here.
I do.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Cougar? May?
Oh, I think she understands
What do you
it.
consider a cougar?
Oh no.
Oh, okay,
oh
you do
yes,
understand.
yes.
Yep.
You gotta answer the question. What do you consider a cougar?
You brought
May's
this on
embarrassed.
yourself, May.
You did.
Well,
We'll
Just,
move on.
just give
It's
me a
fine.
second and I'll answer that.
Meanwhile, anyone else?
back at the ranch.
I
What
want
about you,
one
Stormy?
where you get a dishka,
Oh,
put it on
God.
you put it on the back of a bear. You put the trigger in the bear's mouth and have two of them go at it.
Please
my
tell me it's called the Right to Arm Bears contest.
Yes. That's pretty. It's. I was gonna say the right to bear arms, but that's probably better.
The only other thing that I would do is give each bear a loaded MG42 and see what happens.
Do you know
Dishka's
what a
cooler.
dishka is?
Oh, I know what a dishka is.
I think I'll stick
I'd rather
with
have
the
an
dishka.
HMG over an LMG.
Yeah, higher caliber.
Well, here's what you do.
Plus,
You have
Scott
them
loves
start
dishkas.
with the
Fuck you.
LMG, and then if they win enough, then they graduate to the HMG.
Or you duct tape together like 6 Barrett 50s. Strap that to the back of the bear. He only gets 5 shots, but what if 5 shots those are?
Okay.
Actually, it'd probably
First,
break his spine.
first question
Okay, I'm
is:
back.
Are we
You're back.
using it to see if the bear can fly?
No, you'd have to put them on backwards for that.
Fly backwards, Storm.
You don't want the bear to fly backwards into the air, so he's staring at the ground as he's going through them.
Anyway,
By a 50 cal.
May, cougar.
You're seriously gonna make her answer that now?
Yes, I am.
Nah, I'm face palming again, don't worry.
Okay. Well,
Remember, there are two kinds.
there's the cat, and then there's the older woman who hooks up with younger men, because obviously the sex is more than likely hotter. So.
Congratulations!
Wow.
I'm gonna get you a beer.
Alright, don't beat
She's
around
still
the bush
too young
there.
for that.
So get her a glass of wine.
Still
we're relevant
technically
to
too
it.
young for that.
Nah, it's
Not
fine.
in some countries. She can have wine.
Nah, like the moment you turn 18, in most cases, you are allowed with parental consent. Like, if your
Yep.
parents are in the house, you're totally fine.
If you're in the house, you can drink alcohol at whatever age you want.
Yeah.
I'm
and-
not encouraging children to drink alcohol.
Hey, here's the thing. If you're in a Catholic family, it's considered all right from birth.
True facts.
ASG cares, the more you know.
ASG is against drugs, as Scott snorts coke off of his tits.
My mother would prefer me not to drink,
What now?
so
What?
my mom would prefer me
Huh.
not to drink.
I was just listening to Scott snorting coke. I've already said it. Like his girlfriend's gonna listen to this, and he's just gonna listen to Scott snorting coke.
She's at work right now, so yeah.
So what were the other games that I
That doesn't
missed
make
while
it
talking
better.
to my mother?
I'm gonna strap a Dishka to the back of a bear and make them joust with bullets.
The fuck?
Yeah. So it wasn't made abundantly clear. A Dishka is a Russian-made heavy machine gun that you usually mount on shitty trucks.
Oh, okay.
Scott loves them.
Actually,
I do not.
if you want to do one even better, just have them both get the 4-barreled Russian AA guns mounted to their backs. Whatever the hell those are. I forget the name. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Scott?
You're talking
What,
about
like a Zeus?
No, the
CSU?
Tunguska. The
Oh,
Tunguska tanks.
I don't think you can mount a Tunguska to the back of a bear. It has to be really
That's
big.
what you
though.
could. You could.
You
have
could
a
do a
bear.
grizzly.
You could try.
Dude, you could do a full-grown grizzly. That would be terrifying, something out of hell, or something out of Red Alert.
Red Alert. The manliest of games. So what about you, Stormy? What would you make?
I already said. I guess I could come up with a second one though. In that, there's that sport where people get like a giant hamster ball and chase other people down a hill.
Yeah.
Saw it on Reddit a few days ago. I would do that, but the ball would be on fire.
Didn't they have something like that to where you were in giant balls and you played dodgeball with it or something? That's an actual
Yeah,
thing?
there's that too. Like the giant, massive exercise balls, and then you play like soccer with them.
No. These are people inside those little hamster ball bubbles, and they play like dodgeball or something.
How do you fit in a hamster ball bubble? Those things are like an inch tall.
No, they have human hamster ball styles. They're like these big plastic balls. I need to find it. Hold on.
I can't think of
Hey,
any
now I'm
extreme
thinking-
Oh
sports.
god, I found it.
Oh dear, what do you find?
Zor ball soccer.
Oh, this was on the list of extreme sports. I just kind of skimmed over it. It's basically like a giant, like white rubber ball.
There you go. You can see it played at Brigham Young University.
Yep, there you go.
It's an actual thing.
See, this just gave me the idea for like life-sized human pinball. Same idea. You're putting somebody in a giant hamster ball, but then you have to bounce them around an obstacle course.
Who would be in charge of the pins though?
That's a good question.
Would it be like a team game, like a co-op thing, where like one person is the ball and the other person controls the pins?
Yeah, I think that would probably be how you do it.
I want to play this.
I wouldn't want to play Friths because that'd just be horrific.
Oh, I'd play it and then just like curl myself up into the ball and be the soccer ball.
You can pinball.
Pinball, soccer ball, same thing.
One is a leather ball. The other one's a shiny metal ball. Or something.
There's something.
I don't know where I was going with that.
I've been your host, Storm, and with me on the ASG podcast has been.
It's been Scott A.
Rivaldi.
Bubbles.
Frith.
Fubs.
May say your name.
Oh, May.
No, a bit louder.
May.
Say it in a gay voice.
May.
No, go on. You gotta put some effort in.
May.
There you go. All right.